For this Wednesday, October the 5th, TSB Talk Sport Business at 0586861003 is the number if you'd like to get in contact with us.
TSB Market Update. Talk 100.3.
And joining us on the line to discuss the question, is it profitable to buy physical gold or put my money in gold track investments? You've been following this for a long time, haven't you, Neil?
Well, I mean, see, it's very simple. From my perspective, I mean, if you go to desi ideologies, age-old concepts, people will always say buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. But buying gold also means to keep it securely, safely, which means that there is a risk. And why would you want to have that risk when you're buying gold and keeping those gold coins or ornaments? Again, ornaments don't make any sense.
No.
So the idea is pick up gold bonds. It's the same value as gold, and it doesn't really pose a threat, at least from the security standpoint.
Well, we know that it was last week it went through that $1,650 barrier. But to talk more about this is Amit Nainani, the Director of Sales from Lion Mortgage Consultants. Thank you for joining us on Talk 100.3.
Hi, good evening, guys. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you on here. The price of gold has certainly been dropping. What has been the reason for that?
It's been dropping because people are investing in other avenues at the moment. So people are waiting and holding their cash back. That's what I feel. Because it's times of crisis, the price increases. In current situation, it's been dropping for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising, like you rightly mentioned, that in the times of crisis, normally gold rates go high. These commodities generally go northwards. But in the last couple of days, though, it has strengthened again, hasn't it?
I'm sure next 3 months more, it will go much higher. It will increase further.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it'll increase. It's a cycle. It keeps on coming and going on various scenarios which are related to the political scenario worldwide and the financial scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
So you were saying that this is a time when gold rate will go high. Normally we see that generally gold rate takes a upward position right around the time of Navratri, and then it suddenly makes it we get this momentum going all through December, Jan, Feb. Is it the festivities, the Indian buying that happens around the globe?
It could be a certain percentage, but when you look at that on a global picture, I don't think that's the only reason.
Okay.
It's because of our background. We feel that last 6 months in India, people buy physical gold a lot personally. So that changes the thought process. But on a worldwide scenario, it's a much larger picture.
When it comes down to investing in non-physical gold, why is that gaining popularity?
As things are moving to more digital mode, people understand that they could invest in ETFs, which are exchange trading funds of gold, where you can monitor them and it's a longer plan. When you buy physical gold, it's a shorter plan. You could hold it for 1 year, 2 years, because you have to manage it physically. But in ETFs, it's a longer plan that you invest for a longer tenor. Could be 5 years, 10 years down the line, and you let it grow on a longer term.
Right, and does it have market linked risks which are normally there, or does it have any more risks beyond these?
It has the normal market linked risk because things are volatile. Anything could get impacted due to the political or the socio-financial conditions. Like COVID happened, people can't predict. Similarly, it's more volatile.
Makes sense. So, this is definitely, yes, that the long-term part is there. But one of the advice that I had got back then was to not buy physical gold, but instead invest in gold bonds. And the reason that was given to me was not the long-term mindset, but was about the security. That, where will you keep all these gold coins that you're buying?
Correct. So it's more regulated as well, right? It's about managing physically, plus things are more regulated in an ETF market, right? Plus a piece of paper holds value and it's all digital. At the end, things are moving on a digital platform for each and everything that we do in our day-to-day activities.
True. Plus selling would be easier?
Correct. It's much easier. It's a matter of few seconds that you can sell.
Right. And you don't pay any making charges?
You don't make, because it's not physically gold, so you don't making charges or any other charges. Yeah.
So when it comes down to, I mean, everyone's going digital. I mean, we're using less cash than we ever have before. Everything's going digital. But when it comes to those risks, what are some of the risks of holding on to physical gold? Is it partly because people are wanting to digitize everything so much more?
See, when you have physical gold, you keep on track of the market regularly, of where it's heading. If it's going down, you may offload it. But with the ETFs, it's just a fraction of a second. If you feel something is going to happen in the market, you can offload it immediately. So
Right.
the whole offloading happens within seconds. Whereas in a physical one, you think 10 times of taking it wherever it's parked. Could be your locker and then taking it to a shopkeeper and selling it off.
Yeah, plus the shopkeeper may not give you the same price that that is the market rate. He might realize that,
They have
you
to
are in
hold
need.
their margins as well, right?
Exactly. So they'll probably realize that, this person is in need, and play on the psychological need-based factor and probably crack you down for the real price.
Correct. Plus, it's easy to manage. See, once you have something on your phone, it's easier to manage that, okay, you have invested this much, this is where it stands today, and you track it on a day-to-day basis. So that helps you learning, and it gives a good habit for people who want to start investing earlier and tracking on their investments as well.
I know, Amit, I sit here, and while we do our radio show, Neil's tracking the price of gold every minute. Yeah, we should be doing the show.
Give me a good tip also. As Neil is tracking it, I'm sure he can give me a good tip. I'll also invest accordingly.
Okay, we'll share tips, yes? First.
As they say that, investment is subject to market risks. All that tips that I give are not financial advice.
I'm just writing down that point and making a big asterisk next to it. Okay.
But tell me something, Amit. For someone who is now listening to us and trying to understand all of this, or probably has been a traditional investor in physical gold, okay, now trying to become aware and trying to invest in the ETF. What is the minimum that one can invest in gold through ETF? Is there an entry point barrier? Is there a minimum amount that one has to spend?
As per the knowledge which I have, I think it's around 1,000 dirhams to start up with, because it's just a small portion, and you could start up with your investment banking account. Most of the banks in UAE have a platform which they provide to their priority clients.
Right.
So any client who wants to start it could, operate it from their online banking and operate and start trading at a smaller level.
This is
You could
amazing.
start with 5,000 dirhams also. I said 1,000, but generally if someone is starting, it would be a decent amount to track it.
No, that's perfect. You've definitely helped people over here, who are looking to start this if they haven't really already started. And if you have started, well, then Amit has already given you more than enough reasons to go and invest more.
Amit, thank you very much for joining us and sharing your insights here on Talk 100.3.
Thank you for having me. Have a nice evening.
You too. Enjoy yourself. There's Amit Nainani, the Director of Sales from Lion Mortgage Consultants. And look, it's so true. A commodity like gold, which has been a benchmark for so long, everyone's wanting it digitized these days.
Makes sense also, right? I mean, you have your investments, and then you can keep a tab on it literally on your phone, or a tab for that matter, and you don't have to worry about the security, the safety of your physical gold. And guilty as charged. I had, from the time I've arrived here, I have had bought a bunch of gold coins of a various denomination, even if something as small as a 2-gram gold coin, which if you go and buy now will probably come at 500, 450 dirhams or something. You hold on to it and you wait for the gold, because gold will increase over the period of time. That's the nature of the beast. But the physicality of it, when I'm moving houses, that's the first bag that I pack and I keep to my chest, and I'm like, I have gold on me. Even if it's just worth 3,000 dirhams, still I'll be holding it close to my chest.
Yeah, it most certainly is. If you've got any thoughts on this, let us know. 0586 861 00.